You know who else is fired up right now? Letitia James. There have been new allegations that she engaged in mortgage fraud. She's freaking out, and understandably so, because guess what? She's now got reporters showing up at this quote unquote home that she has in New York, which apparently she shouldn't have because she said her primary residence in the mortgage application, which is now being deemed to possibly be fraudulent, was actually in New York. I mean, she actually is the Attorney General of New York. Therefore, how could her prime residence be in a state like Virginia, as it was implied on the mortgage application? Anyway, here's the Daily Caller showing up at her house. Let's watch this one together.
Hi there. I'm a reporter with the Daily Caller News Foundation.
Goodbye. You're trespassing.
I'm sorry.
Trespassing. My kids are out here.
I understand. We mean no trouble. We're just curious who the occupants of the home are,
Don't
because
worry
there's
about who's occupants. That's none of your business.
well there
You're
are connections to
Okay, but
New
you're
York Attorney
trespassing.
General Letitia
That doesn't
James.
matter. You're trespassing.
Are you related to
You're
Letitia James?
trespassing.
Do you know her?
You're trespassing. Go in the house.
Do you know
You're
Letitia James?
trespassing.
No? Okay.
You're trespassing.
No comment. Thank you,
Don't
ma'am.
pull up to my house no more.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. You have a good one.
It's gonna be fine.
You well. Be well.
They were polite, walking off. And they get in trouble with the neighbors, I think, here in this clip.
Car parked in the driveway.
Hello there, ma'am. No comment?
You're trespassing. No comment.
Okay, well, who lives here?
Who lives here, ma'am?
No comment.
Okay, no comment. You're trespassing. Get out of my property. I'm sure that's not fun, right? Letitia James, though, she's getting kind of rattled by this, so rattled that she actually decided to speak out. She actually decided to go on with some liberal reporter that she thought would, sing her tune and call this out. We got the same old, a whole bunch of sound bites that you would likely hear. If you haven't seen this yet, you need to. It just came out on Friday afternoon. Let's watch it together and digest.
Good to see you, Ms. James. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Errol.
Absolutely. What is going on here? Did anybody contact you before this letter went out accusing you of this, that, and the other and making a criminal referral about real estate transactions?
No, not at all. And let me just say to all New Yorkers and to all Americans, the allegations are baseless. The allegations are nothing more than a revenge tour. And as you mentioned, my office was successful in securing a $454 million judgment against Donald Trump and others for exaggerating.
By the way, don't even get me started on that one, because that is the most bogus charge that she went after him with. This thing has a heck of a lot more merit. The other one was just ridiculous. Anyway, let's continue listening to Letitia freak out. You can tell she's freaking out. The fact that she's doing this interview to begin with tells you a lot.
The value of his assets. He engaged in a pattern and practice of fraud. And the interest is accruing each and every day while the case is on appeal in the First Department. It's important that individuals know that this is nothing more than the continuation of the tour. He went after law firms, universities, immigrants, women. Thousands of federal employees right now are unemployed. Our government is in chaos and in disarray. Medicaid, Social Security.
And by the way, let me just jump in. Letitia, every single lawsuit that you filed against him for all this stuff, the DEI stuff, where he's taken money from you, you allege, and you want that money back to run your state, or say, I don't know, the disaster stuff, all of it. He's asked for you to justify it. You refuse to, and instead you sue him. So guess what? The courts have already decided you're not getting that money. That he actually has the right to withhold that from you. So of course you're freaking out. And now of course he's going after you personally. Well, not he himself just yet. Pam Bondi likely will, because this was referred to the DOJ because, well, you can't lie on your mortgage application, Letitia. If you did.
CFPB, and the list goes on and on and on. And as you know, as you mentioned, each and every day, my office is leading the fight against these executive orders, which have no legal import at all, have no legal significance. And we are standing up for the rights and privileges of New Yorkers and Americans. I will not be silenced. I will not be bullied. I will not bend. I will not break.
I have heard that line before. Have you not? William Perkins saying, is she reading a teleprompter? Because it kind of feels like it. No, I think she's just memorized her lines. I will not be silenced. I will not be bullied. You know how I know this? Because I've played so many clips of Letitia James at this point. Thank you for humoring me if you've been listening to them. But like I've learned the sequence of her words, the pattern of her words and what she actually says each and every time. And it's always the same.
And I will not bow to anyone. No one is above the law, including the President of these United States.
Okay. Well,
And the Office of the Attorney General will continue to stand up.
Let me follow up of some of what's in this this letter. It says according to media reports, which for us in the media is kind of a red flag, meaning that it seems to be based on some social media posts that I know were made by partisan political actors. But
I'm just laughing. He's like, according to media reports. And he's like, for us in the media, that's a red flag. I guess if it's not like you that's reporting it, if it's not Politico or the New York Times reporting it, then it's suddenly a red flag. I digress.
Just let me ask you about some of the specifics in the letter. They're saying that your house in Brooklyn is a legal 5-family and the mortgage on it is for a 4-family house. Is that true?
So let me just say that, Errol, you know, as any good attorney, I will not litigate this case.
Woo! She can't answer the question. You get it? Let's go back. He asked, they say, you said it was 4-family when it's really 5-family. Why? Because you get a better mortgage rate, apparently. Oh, gosh darn it. Does that not sound like maybe Donald Trump saying a square footage was one thing when it was actually another? Isn't that what she went after him? Can we sue Letitia James for $500 million? I'd like to ask. Let's hear it again because it's just so good.
Brooklyn is a legal 5-family and the mortgage on it is for a 4-family house. Is that true?
So let me just say that, Errol, you know, as any good attorney, I will not litigate this case in a camera.
Because it's
important that we will respond to these allegations at the appropriate time and in an appropriate way. But I will not go back and forth with respect to these baseless allegations. I am more focused, again, on standing up for the freedoms, the liberties, and for the rule of law in the state of New York.
I was under the impression by all of this that what they were really looking for is what they got, which is a headline saying, Tish James is under a criminal investigation. Is that pretty much what's going on here?
Yeah, that's what they got. That's what they got. And it's unfortunate that you have some of these right-wing conservative individuals who are camped out in front of my home and in front of the homes of my relatives in Virginia, harassing them each and every day. And it's unfortunate, knocking on the doors of my neighbors and the neighbors of my relatives in the state of Virginia.
Oh, Letitia, did you ever think about all the things that you did to anybody that supported Trump? Is it really that bad if some of your relatives and your friends and family have to deal with the Daily Caller?
Hi there. I'm
Showing up.
With the Daily Caller News Foundation.
Goodbye, you're trespassing.
I'm sorry.
Trespassing. My kids are out here.
I understand.
There's so much again.
We mean no trouble. We're just curious who the occupants of the home are,
Don't
because
worry
there's
about who's occupants. That's none of your business.
well there
You're
are
trespassing.
connections to
Okay, but
New
you're
York Attorney
trespassing.
General Letitia
That doesn't
James.
matter. You're trespassing.
Are you related to
You're
Letitia James?
trespassing.
Do you know her?
You're trespassing. Go in the house.
Do you know
You're
Letitia James?
trespassing.
No? Okay.
You're trespassing.
No comment. Thank you,
Don't pull
ma'am.
up to my house.
No comment. You're trespassing. Get off my property. Okay. Well, you know what? Letitia James brought this on herself. What do they say? Those in glass houses should not throw stones. I mean, this is going to get good. This is going to get interesting. This is becoming quite fascinating.